Hello, this is Victor, and I want to do a review on the Militarum Tempestus Codex, the last codex from Games Workshop that was released in the last weekend. So, as all the codex, the first part is a lot of background of love with a lot of pictures, and there is also a very nice gallery of painting. So, also, they give a lot of ideas and different painting schemes of what you can do with the Militarum Tempestus army. I think the background is, as usual, very good. There is a lot of text there, a lot of information, and it will help a lot to build up your army. But what I want to discuss here in more detail are the rules. So, first, let's start with the special rules. And the first special rule is voice of command. So, voice of command is a special rule that some characters will have in this army, and it works like the orders in the Imperial Guard. So your commander can issue orders to other units of the same codex, other Tempestus units from the same codex, and then these orders can have different benefits for the units. The way of issuing the order is as in the Imperial Guard Codex. So what you have to do, you have to pass a leadership test with the unit that is receiving the order, and you can use the leadership of the commander if both have box operator, if both units, the one issuing the order and the one receiving the order. In case you have a double one, you can issue more orders. You can issue an extra order. In case you throw a double six, you should stop issuing orders that turn. And then let's make a look on the orders because they are different from ones in the Imperial Guard. So in this codex there are 6 different orders, and most of and they have to be done. They have to be used during the shooting phase. So the first order that is resolved during the shooting phase makes that all the weapons fired by a model in the unit that is being ordered have to link a special rule. This is quite a powerful order. Then the next order that is called autonomous fire sanctioned. What is making is when resolving the shooting attack, all models in the order unit have preferred enemy special rule. Then you can have another order that gives Crusader to the target unit. You also can have another order that is Fleet special rule for the rest of the turn. Then you can have another order that have to be used also in the shooting, in substituting the shooting attack. And when resolving the shoot, all the hot shot last pistols and hot shot last guns in the order unit can fire a single shot, but they have a sniper and pinning special rules. So this is very good if you have a enemy with high toughness in front of you, because this combined with the AP3 of the weapon is quite interesting. And the last one, this if you're shooting to monstrous creature or vehicle, you can give rending to the unit. So I think the orders are quite powerful and give a lot of punch to the unit when shooting. Now let's start with the Warlor Traits. As in all the codex, there is Warlor Traits table. So the first Warlor trait called Dauntless Commander gives fearless special rule to the Warlord. Then the next one is Grenadier. So the Warlord have twin link when throwing frag grenades and have 10 Hunter when 10 Hunter special rule in close combat when using a crack grenade or melt a bomb. Then we have the next one is Intrepid Leader. The Warlord and all friendly units chosen from the same codex within 12 inches of the Warlord have stubborn special rule. This can be quite useful in case you are assault. The next one is called Grave Shoot Commandos. So you can reroll reserve from other units from this codex, and apart of that, if it's from the same platoon, the unit will only scatter 1d6 instead of 2d6 inches. Number 5 is drill chief. So if the unit have no move in the preceding movement phase, you increase the range of your weapons by 6 inches. Only the hot shot weapons, so hot shot last pistol and hot shot guns. And the last one is inspired commander. The warlord has +1 to leadership. So these warlord traits can be useful, but I don't think are one of the best in compared to other codex. The good point is I think most of them can be useful in any game, and you can. So from the first one that is fearless to this last one that is giving +1 to leadership, there is 3 warlord traits that is around leadership. There is another one that is giving a stubborn, and then there are 1 from reserve, giving advantage on reserve, and 2 for shooting. The one with the crack and frag grenades, and the one with the drill chief. So I will say they are useful, but they are not outstanding. Now let's make a look on the allies table. So this army is battle brother with all the Imperium armies. So this includes, of course, Adeptus Sororitas, Astra Militarum, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Grey Knights, Imperial Knights, Inquisition, Space Marines, and Space Wolves. Then it's Ally of Convenience with Elder. It's Desperate Allies with Dark Elder and Tau Empire. And it's closing with Apocalypse with Chaos Demons, Chaos Space Marines, Necrons, Orcs, and Tyrannids. So as we can see, this is one of the Imperial armies that don't love a lot the Xenos, and only is allies on convenient with Elder, and Desperate Allies with Dark Elder and Tau Empire. As usual, Tau Empire can ally with them. I think Tau Empire can ally with almost any army in 40k. So that's all. So it's a good army. I think it's an army that you need to ally because you don't have a lot of choices, and makes sense that it's allied with other Imperial armies. I see this being allied more with Inquisition or Adeptus Sororitas or Imperial Guard, now called Astra Militarum. And now let's make a look to the HQ and to the units of this codex, starting with the headquarters. So the first unit that is appearing in this codex is the Commissar. Commissar have a cost of 25 points, so it's very cheap, but for these points you only get the Commissar with 1 wound. You can upgrade this Commissar to Lord Commissar by 40 points, so reaching 65 points, and then you have the Commissar with weapon skill and ballistic skill 5 and 3 wounds and leadership 10. So it's quite a solid choice for Warlord if you don't want to expose him to close combat, because with this profile, toughness 3, strength 3, he has 3 wounds but initiative 3 and 3 attacks, so it's not going to be a killing character. He can have power weapon or power fist, also can be equipped with ball gun or plasma pistol, and can have some special equipment. Apart of that, he has the special rule of Aura of Discipline. That means that any friendly unit at 6 inches can use and it is only for the Lord Commissar, can use the leadership of the Lord Commissar for any fear, morale, or pinning test. And then all Commissars have the summary execution, that what you do is, and these have changed from previous editions, so now how it works is, you declare that in case you fail a leadership, you can declare that you do a summary execution, you roll a d6, on 3+ you choose which miniature, which model is killed, in 1 or 2 your opponent will choose which is the miniature that is executed, and you cannot execute the Commissar, so the Commissar cannot be executed, they cannot suicide. Okay, then also you have, if you take the Lord Commissar, it have refractor field if you take the standard Commissar, is not having any special equipment. I see more using the Lord Commissar. The Commissar 25 points. If you take him, I guess it's without any type of equipment, and just to have a very extremely cheap warlord that will not go into combat and you will try to keep at the back of your army. The next HQ unit is the Tempestus Commander unit. This is very similar to the Commander unit from the Imperial Guard, but instead of having Imperial Guardians, you have Tempestus Scion and Tempestus Prime, that is like the Stormtroopers, so they have Caparas armor, so 4+ armor save, and then they have hot shot las guns and hot shot las pistols. As usual, the commander, the character, can substitute the pistol by a ball pistol or plasma pistol. I don't think that you will use ball pistol. I prefer the hot shot las pistol. And then, as in Imperial Guard, one can have the boxcaster, another model can have the banner of the unit, and another one can have the medipack, and then you also can have special weapons if you didn't take any of the other upgrades. And the special weapons are the plasma gun, then you also have the melta gun, and I think you have plasma gun, melta gun, hot volley gun, grenade launcher, flammer. So it's the usual special weapons plus the hot shot volley gun that we will make a loot later on. So it's just a standard command unit with 5 military Scions, and the commander have 2 wounds instead of 1, and weapon skill 4 instead of 3. All the unit have ballistic skill 4, and the points cost is 85 points. So with all the equipment you easily go over 100 points depending on the equipment, but if you start taking just that you take a plasma pistol, for example, that is 15 points, or any special weapon will have 10 points, or will cost 5 points or 10 points, or if you use the medipack is also another 15 points. So easily this unit, if you equip quite heavily, you will reach easily 120, 130 points. Okay, and now we pass to the troops. In troops there is only one unit. Is the Militarum Tempestus Scions. So they have the profile, the normal profile of the Stormtroopers. So it's like Imperial Guard, but with ballistic skill 4 and Caparas armor that is giving 4+ armor. They are equipped with hot shot, las pistol, and then the Scion, so the Tempestor, sorry, is equipped with hot shot, las pistol, and the other ones with hot shot, las guns. They have deep strike and move through cover, and two in the unit can be equipped with a special weapon. The Tempestor, that is the sergeant, can be equipped with ball pistol or plasma pistol, and I think also can carry the unit can carry a boxcaster, yeah, of course, and the Tempestor can also have melee weapons, so you can equip him with power weapon or power fist. And the unit costs 70 points for 5, and then each additional Scion will cost 12 points, and you can reach the number of 10, so you can add up to 5 additional Scions. So it's the same philosophy of the Storm Troopers of the Imperial Guard Codex with the deep strike, and is a unit equipped with special weapons, so you can put a couple of plasma guns if you want to go for anti-infantry, or you can put a couple of melta guns if you want to go against vehicle. Later on we will make a look to the volley hotshot gun. Okay, as a transport we will find the Taurox Prime. It's a vehicle that is costing 80 points and have armor 11, 10, 10, so it's even worse than a Rhino. And the cost I think is quite high for the armor it have. Then this time comes equipped with the Taurox battle cannon, that is a blast 7, 4, so strength 7, AP 4 weapon, and have a twin link hotshot volley gun. Volley gun is a salvo armor to 4 that have a strength 4, AP 3. So they have a quite good shooting, also combined with the ballistic skill 4, but the very poor armor make him an easy target to kill, especially on the first turn. So will give very easily first blood, and yeah, and as it's very good in shooting, he will be targeted quite easily. So you have to be careful. It will need cover. You can use this. You can have also transport capacity of 10, and the units that can take this vehicle as a transport are the two Scion units, the command and the troop unit. Also, you have quite some options, so you can replace the battle cannon by the Gatling cannon, the Taurus Gatling cannon, that is strength 4 AP, not AP, heavy 10 shots, so it's the small version of the Gatling from the Lehman Rus. And then you have the Taurus missile launcher, that is like a normal missile launcher. So you have the Quack and the Frag missile. But instead of making one shot, it's making 2 shots. Also can replace the twin link hotshot volley gun with the twin link autocannon. Yeah, the autocannon have less AP but have higher strength. The volley gun have lower strength but better AP. So I'm not convinced on this vehicle. I think it's too fragile for the cost of points. I don't think I will put more equipment to this vehicle. It's a transport. And yeah, the other thing is that it's have the all-terrain APC, so this vehicle reroll any dangerous terrain that is doing. So I'm not convinced. Definitely, I'm not convinced on that vehicle. I think it's too expensive, and then I always has the same problem on this type of vehicles. What is the use you do for the vehicle? Will be a transport or will be a shooting platform? Because if you start using for both concepts, then you use half of the capacity in both areas. And the last unit that we find in the Codex is the Valkyrie Squadron. So it's costing, each Valkyrie is costing 125 points. So for this costing point, you have one Valkyrie, and you think you can, let me check, I think you can, yeah, you can put up to 2 additional Valkyries by 125 points per model. So it's the same equipment that we are used to the Valkyries. So have the multi-laser and the 2 Hellstrike missiles. It has extra armor and have the searchlight, and then can do the grave shoot insertion. That means that if the Valkyrie is moving 6 inches or more, the passengers may disembark, but will do as follows. So you point a zone where the Valkyrie have fly over, and then you do like a deep strike. The unit will scatter from that point. So you can, as explained, you can upgrade the Valkyrie to have 2 more Valkyries, up to 2 more Valkyries in the same squadron. The transport capacity is 12, and you also can substitute the multi-laser by a last cannon, or you can substitute the Hellstrike missiles with 2 multiple rocket pods, and any Valkyrie might take, so as in the Imperial Guard Codex, might take the heavy bolters on the side sponsons. So that were all the units in this codex. So we have 2 HQ choices, 1 troops and 1 fast attack. And then in that codex we have 2 different formations. The first formation is called Airborne Assault. Sorry, let me check exactly the name. It's Armor Assault Formation. The formation is composed of a Commissar, 1 Tempestus Command Squad, 3 Tempestus Scion squads, and can be of any number from 5 to 10, the number of models in each squad, and 4 Valkyries. And then the Commissar must join one of the squads in this formation. You are obliged to start in reserve with all your units in reserve, so you cannot. You have to take into account that you will have all these units, the Valkyries, in reserve at the beginning of the game. Then you have the special rule: secure the area. On any turn in which a unit from this formation disembarks from the Valkyrie, even if this is using the Valkyrie graph shoot insertion special rule, it has the split fire special rule, and all its ranged weapons have twin link special rule. So this is quite a powerful special ability. And then we have a strategic intervention. So when making reserve rolls, make a single roll for the entire formation. So it means that, and then all the formation comes at the same time. So it means that you guarantee that all the Valkyries and all the formation is arriving at the same time. And then the next one is the ground assault formation. So it's like the previous one, but instead of using Valkyries, you will use the new vehicle. So you will use, how it's called, this vehicle, the Taurox Prime. So it's 1 Commissar, 1 Tempestus Command Squad, 3 Tempestus, and 4 Taurox. And of course, the Commissar, as in the previous, have to join one of the squads of in the formation. And then the rules this formation have is calculated strike. So all of the units in this formation must either be set up during deployment or placed in reserve. So all comes at once, or you put everything on reserve, or you put everything on the battlefield. Then you have mounted battle group. So all infantry units in this formation begin the game embarked on the Taurox Prime. And the last point is, on any turn in which a unit from this formation disembarks from a Taurox Prime, all the ranged weapons have pinning and twin link special rules. So as you see, this army is very focused in a medium to short range shooting. So it's not designed for close combat, although you can have some power shots and power feats, but the strength of the infantry is 3. Even with the power feats, you will have a strength 6. So my recommendation is to use all your abilities, because this combined with the Warlor Traits and also especially combined with the orders, this army is thought to be used as a shooting. And then we have at the end of the book, as is common in all, we have the description of the new weapons. And the only really news are the hot shot volley gun, that is strength 4, AP3, salvo 2, 4, and gets hot. And the Taurox missile launcher, that is the same as a missile launcher, but is heavy 2 instead of heavy 1. And that's all for that codex. I think it's quite interesting codex. Then there is some special equipment, special for vehicles, but I haven't seen anything that is completely amazing. And some special equipment for units, but is the common ones are the medic pack, the platoon standard, that is like the regiment standard, refractor field, and boxcaster. So I think it's a codex that is nice for background, can combine very well with a Adeptas Sororitas, or with Inquisition if you want to have like Inquisitorial and Tempestus units. I think the units are awesome. You have a lot of information if you want to design your own pattern or you want to follow. You have a lot of options of different color schemes for these miniatures. So it's a codex that is nice for collection. You can have some build-ups, but alone is not powerful enough. You need to ally or you need to use them as allies. And as the Warlor traits are not amazing, I think they are very good to be used as a formation. The formations are quite powerful, and if you don't allow formations, to pick them as allies for any of your main imperial armies. So that's all what I want to explain in that codex. So I thought it's been useful for you. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye!